Bishop, but you're building me up to be a legend. But anyway, it's just good to be here. I can tell you that I've had a lot of great successes out there on the pond, but the thing that I cherish most is that I accepted Jesus Christ back in 1990, and I can just tell you, my niece married an atheist. Okay. So she married an atheist, and I was telling my preacher about that for my church, and he brought me a book. It says, I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. And that's the name of the book. It's from, I don't know, anybody read that book? I don't see a single hand here, okay? So it's an interesting book because it's like a college course. It has history and science and all the rest of this neat stuff. But what it does is it shows how true in science and history and reason how true the Bible is. Now, we believe when I accepted Christ, I took it on faith. Remember, it says in the Bible about accepting Christ like a little child, the faith of a child. So I accepted Christ just because of I believe. Well, then he started opening my eyes, and he did all these unbelievable things in my life that just changed my life. I probably told you last year about I assume I told you about my finding my heart surgery deal. I had a triple bypass. But all these things that Jesus led in my life, it saved me in accidents. There's all kinds of things. I mean, I got stories that go forever and ever and ever. And normally I'd be telling you all these stories, but we only got a short time here. But they're just little things that happen in my life. And so every time I go, my goodness, look at this. It's all coincidence, I got asked to do a talk at a Southern Baptist conference for outdoor ministry, and I'm like, the guy leaves this message on my phone, I wouldn't return his call. I went, no, I'm a fisherman. I don't talk to preachers, right, to ministers and stuff. And so I'm on an airplane, and a guy's sitting beside me, and he says, well, hey, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm a fisherman, and we start talking. He goes, that's interesting. I go, after that, you got to be about the same. I said, well, what do you do? And he goes, oh, I start ministries all over the world, and I help set them up in all the international ministries. And I went, really? I said, well, let me ask you this question. I got this voicemail on my message back home about doing this thing, and I really feel uncomfortable about doing it. He said, oh, you need to do it. So he tells me I need to do it. Well, guess what? I didn't call the guy back. I went on. Well, that happened 3 times to me, okay? Not just in the plane, but there'd be another situation. Finally, I go, okay, Lord, I got it. 3 times you hit me. Normally he talks to you in this little small voice, and you know what you're supposed to do, and you're not supposed to deny that. Well, in this case, he had to take a 2x4 and hit me, and it was just an awesome deal. I went and did it, but I see these things. And so my eyes are opened about how awesome and how true and how alive each and every day Jesus Christ is in our life. He's here. I mean, it's not like this is something voodoo out of there or something that somebody made up. All the apostles that, after Jesus got crucified, they went on to get crucified. One of them got crucified upside down, right? It's brutal, and yet they would never turn from the gospel of Jesus Christ because they knew it was 100% true. So all these cool things that happened to me, happened to them. They knew it, and it's been lost. And you see right now in the days and times that we're in, it's getting to be end times. They've said that forever, but I can tell you, when you see what's going on, you see the government that we have, and the things that are happening. Probably the most important thing you can do right now is have a super, super close relationship with Jesus Christ. Amen. That's it. If there's one thing, it's not necessarily fishing, hunting, but I tell you what, if you have a close relationship with Jesus Christ, your life today gets better. Okay, it's not, and Brother Matt talked about eternity. Eternity is a major deal, right? Because that's, what we have here is a scratch on a pane of glass. If you drew a line across this whole front of this church, and you took your life and you said that's eternity, that's from the start to the end, your life wouldn't make up a scratch. That's all there is. It's just a little scratch of line there, right? And when you look at that, we're living this part right here. But the rest of it is huge long. So you don't want to miss out on it. You don't want to live the rest of that in hell. You want to live it in heaven. So that's important. Eternity is really important. But let me tell you what, when Jesus is in your life here, he strengthens your family. He strengthens relationships. He makes every day better. I can tell you, I mean, I have to tell you one about my son, which is kind of cool because we got into hunting. He's into real duck hunting now, but he's bow hunting. And I don't